but the T don't miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On the hard thing, out of Alabama, you can add Nick say.
Now our feature presentation.
Yo. I done met a lot of niggas in my lifetime. You can't keep it real with everybody, my nigga. Everybody ain't solid, everybody ain't 100. For real. Stick to your motherfucking self. These niggas ain't what they say they is. Know that? Look. I do this shit for my brothers and everybody that done died for us. Niggas saying they gon' ride. When the time came, they ain't ride for us. Hitting licks on some hot shit with the same click, you a 5 us. Niggas switched up like a bitch till they'll die for you, but they lied to us. Make room for the real. All that other shit ain't got time for it. Mama still paying bills. Till I get a meal, I'ma grind for it. Record labels all fake and gay, I won't sell my soul, I won't sign for it. Really cut from a different cloth, and new niggas only piss me off. Come around like they really down, but they only rhyme cause they mooching off it. Niggas pussy beat the coochie off it. Listen up when the truth is talking. Real niggas got morals, and the lame niggas don't hate. Rob, who take what? Bitch, I'm riding around with that K. Riding around with that long K. Fuck a Draco, yeah, it's wartime. We ain't doing no drive-bys. If you try mine, we knocking doors down. I ain't saying I'm the biggest nothing, but if we got a problem, I'ma handle that. Loud talk and get crunny smack. Turn this fat ass to a punching bag. Niggas saying it's on go when they see a nigga. Well, bitch, I'm a lunching pad. Hot shit for you fuck niggas. All love for the real niggas. Even if a nigga went blind and got paralyzed, I wouldn't feel niggas. See the pain in my city eyes that they traumatized and they still getting it. Forever smoke on Mac bands. Long live smoking bean. But most of all, the one that hurt the most, goddamn nigga to the king. Wake me up, I know it's all a dream, but this real life and I'm stating facts. If I said it, nigga, then I meant it, nigga. If it's out my mouth, I won't take it back. Rap niggas know what's going on. I'm the hottest shit since Tupac. I'm in Tupac and I'm too hot. Nigga, you not, I'm a fuse box. Yeah, nigga, I control shit. Y'all ain't better than my old shit. Tell them folks on no shit, on oh shit, this bullshit. I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. The closer homie can be your biggest hater, and I ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas out, cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss. I'm only here to get it real. If I ain't done it, I ain't speaking on it. Wake 'em up cause it's real. You can't learn shit cause you sleeping on me. Old homie tried to steal from me. The same one that said he killed for me. I never trust another soul going down that road. I be that kill something. Taking food out my kids' mouth will be the quickest way I catch a bid for something. Understand you gotta live for something, or you gon' die trying to live for nothing. Every dollar ain't meant to be chased, my nigga. Be patient, it's really coming. You don't work, you don't eat. I'm grinding hard, losing sleep. I'm taking drugs to take the pain away, but somehow this shit getting weak. And the fact that niggas so quick to try you in these streets and thinking shit sweet. Niggas fast, they gon' fleet. In the meantime, I found my own grind, I got my own shine, and I spend my money on my own time. Bitch, I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. The closer homie can be your biggest hater, they ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas out, cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss.
Salute to everybody that tapped in with us early, you feel me? Yeah, you rocking with the Alabama hitter. Let's go. Squad. Yeah. Say, hey man, this is the Alabama hitter, and you are now tuned in to Hit Squad TV. Salute to everybody that's rocking with us tonight, man. We got a few topics we're gonna touch down on, man, and I hope everybody having a blessed day. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right here, it's storming like crazy down here in the Magic City of Birmingham, Alabama, man. Yeah, all day long, man. And I want to say something first and foremost. Salute to Tyranny in the building. Yeah, dog. You know what? I had to go against them. I had to. Man, y'all done seen the plays the D4 were running from day one on them Chiefs. It was going crazy. And I think the betting line had got so heavy toward the Chiefs that they had to pull a rabbit out the hat. You know what I'm saying? But salute to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley. All them boys, man. All them boys, man. Real talk, man. Yeah, they pulled that thing out. They pulled that thing out. Salute to them Eagles, man. Real talk. We got Michelle in the building. We got ZK in the building. We got Rochelle in the building. We got Shan in the building. Of course, like I said, we got Tyranny in the building. We got the OG Black Barbie in the building, fam. And yeah, I want to touch down on a few topics, man. First and foremost, let's go and get this one out the way. Let's see here. Let's go get this one out the way real quick. Yeah, they put in that work. I'm talking about in a major way. How many of y'all seen it? Rita Wilson, what's going on with it? Salute to you in the building. Yeah, how many of y'all seen this, fam?
The fuck that is, nigga? Fuck that is.
Hey, that boy walking around like,
The
you know
fuck
what I'm
that is,
saying?
nigga? Fuck that is.
A celebrity behind bars, man. Yeah. Yeah, Kentrell, Deshaun Gordon, man. Y'all know what it is. They didn't transfer to me right down the road. Well, right up the road, should I say. In Talladega. You know what I'm saying? Home of Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you last, right? Yeah. So NBA Youngboy had been transferred to FCI Talladega. And he will make his departure on July 27, 2025. My question is, has he learned his lesson? Because this time when he come out, there ain't no shackles. You free to do whatever you want to. I'm gonna tell you, man, when you've been crashing for so long, you know what I'm saying? That's a such thing as a reprobated mind state. You feel me? Where God will take a hand off of you and say, bro, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. You want to crash? Okay. Okay. You feel where I'm coming from? And I really hope that ain't the case for young boy. You know, all that he's been through. He legit got a clean slate come July. And we just got to see how it turn out. We really got to see how it turn out, man. Ooh, we got J Rail in the building, man. What's up with it, big dog? Salute to the members in the building. Salute to the wrench mob in the building. Already. Hey, Black Barber said, I'm a Denver Broncos fan, but I roll with them Eagles too. Congrats to them. Facts. Facts, absolutely. Man, it got so bad with Patrick Mahomes. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Killer Kyle, what up with it, big homie? Shout out to your squad. I hope you done all right this evening, man. That's my dog right there. But yeah, man. It had got so bad in the folk favor, man. You know what I'm saying? It looked like the Bills were finna have them down bad. And you know what I'm saying? Here they come with the rabbit out the hat tricks. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where it looked like was anybody, somebody, anybody, is there anybody out there that can take down these Chiefs? Yeah. And it just so happened that the guy that was, you know what I'm saying, recruited to Alabama that fumbled on his first play, that went on to take him to a national championship game and lost that national championship, went on to take him to another national championship game and got benched in the national championship, had his spot taken by Tua, and had to come back for the third year and ride the bench, only to see Tua get hurt and hop in there and win the SEC championship for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Transfer out, go to Oklahoma, take them to the playoffs and lose. Get drafted. Nobody ever thought he was going to be a quarterback now. You know what I'm saying? Include myself. Watch him get drafted to the Eagles, who's super proud of him. Didn't think he was going to do nothing. Make it all the way to the Super Bowl and lose. And double back, spin the block, come back and win that thing. Man, salute to Jalen Hurts, man. Listen, that's the type of stuff that movies is made out of. You feel me? Real talk, man. Shout out to Christian, man. What's going on with you, big dog? Shout out to Moscow, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah, we definitely rooting for Jalen Hurts, man. Jalen Hurts getting to that bag too. Please believe it. Jalen say he going to Disney World. Soon as the Super Bowl over with, Jordan Brandon dropped a commercial on him. Oh, he definitely getting to them chips. Yeah. We're going to see, and Hilda, absolutely, he will. Exactly. Yeah, that mustache, crazy looking. Hey, he a Texas boy. That's how they rock. You know, he got his own, you know what I'm saying, style of dress, you know. And he an old soul, fam. When you really look at it, Hurts is an old soul. You see him walking around and looking like Nino Brown off New Jack City. Man, no, we ain't got my boy Sko in the building. Salute to you, big homie. I appreciate you for tapping in, big dog. Much love, much respect. Game recognized game and the whole nine, man. Salute to you, big dog. For real. Yeah, man. So ZK said, it did. Felt bad for the boy. Yeah, he bounced back. And listen, Sko got a crazy story as it relates to Jalen Hurts, but y'all gonna have to go over there and see if you can find it. That's a crazy story, bro. Yeah, man. Hitter saw these PRE guys in the city this morning sliding around about 4 a.m. headed to work. Kenny Money and Lil JJ in the store. Shout out to those PRE guys. Yeah, salute to them guys, man. Salute to Kenny Money. Glock just dropped that 3 a.m. in Tokyo. Crazy song. I'm rocking with it. Real talk. Alabama did him wrong and they benched him. Yeah, they did bench him. I don't know they did him wrong. He was really in a slump. And if they hadn't have benched him, probably wouldn't have won that game. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I could say, Nick Saban love him some Jalen Hurts, fam. And that's real. That's real, man. No on NBA young boy. That mustache, yeah. He looking like Cheech Marion with that mustache. Yeah, young boy. It's different. But when soon as he touched down, he gonna clean up real good. You know what I'm saying? If y'all seen YF and Lucci, when Lucci touched down, it was all kind of cuckabugs in that fool head. It didn't take him no time to get that good Celine on, get him a nice piece and chain. You know what I'm saying? Get him to looking like new money, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Salute to YF and Lucy, man. Yeah, what's going on with it, K-Dog? We got Baller Rise in here. Sacramento, California representing. Yeah, salute to everybody that's in the building, man. Yeah, let me see what we're gonna go with. Hey, before we get into the brass tacks of this, I hate to say meat and potatoes because I feel like I be, you know what I'm saying, stealing off a Stan G plate. But let's get to the brass tacks of thing. Before we do that, I want to get to this Jimmie J. Lee situation, fam. And this is crazy. Lord have mercy, this crazy. Y'all know what it is. I told y'all we're gonna follow this case. So they had Jimmie J. Lee back in court, new charge. I mean, not Jimmie J. Lee, Sheldon Timothy Harrington, pardon me. Rest in peace to Jimmie J. Lee. But yeah, had Timothy Harrington in court, fam. And it ain't looking good for Timothy Harrington. I'm just gonna tell y'all real quick. Let's see here. Let me pull that video up right quick for y'all. Thought I already had it loaded. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, we finna get to it. But yeah, it ain't looking good for this dude. I'm trying to think of the guy that Kevin Haran, the lawyer from North Mississippi that hung the jury on this trial the first time. Plot twist. He is not defending him the second time around. Chill, what it do, big homie? Yeah, man. Y'all lock in. It's your boy Heather.
New developments in the murder of Jimmie J. Lee tonight. His accused killer, is back behind bars after his body was found. Timothy Harrington was arraigned this afternoon for a renewed capital murder charge in connection to the death of his former Ole Miss classmate.
Well, at the end of the day, we can only trust in the courts, trust in the law, and push, forth. But more than anything, I'm trusting in God.
Harrington stood trial in December, but it ended with a hung jury, due in part to a lack of physical evidence like a body.
And of course, last week, Lee's body was found on a dirt road in Carroll County, Mississippi. Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu is at the Lafayette County Courthouse tonight in Oxford.
A new trial date still hasn't been set, but these two indictments are the first steps. Now, Harrington faces the same thing as last time, a capital murder charge, plus a new charge of tampering with evidence.
We're just super ecstatic, that justice is getting close to being served.
It's tampering with evidence. That charge right there, I really want to know what's going on with that, man. Yeah, this is crazy.
It's an ongoing process. We know it doesn't happen overnight, but we're forever with faith.
Relief for the parents of Jimmie J. Lee. Their son's accused killer is now back in custody. He was walked straight out of the courtroom and into the back of a Lafayette County sheriff's truck. They say the new progress in court, plus the discovery of Lee's remains.
But it don't remind y'all of Tariq St. Patrick. I'm just saying. He give me Tariq St. Patrick vibes, right? Like he's slicker than lotion, man.
After 2.5 years of wondering where he was, brought them some closure. They were finally able to plan a homegoing service for their son.
What difference has this made in y'all's life?
It's made a lot of.
Cameras were not allowed in court, but prosecutors explained a 2-count indictment against Harrington. Count 1, capital murder, the same charge he faced at trial. Prosecutors allege Harrington was in a secret sexual relationship with Lee and lured him to his apartment, then killed him to avoid being exposed as gay in July 2022. Count 2, tampering with evidence. They say he, quote, intentionally destroyed, mutilated, removed, and or altered Lee's body to avoid being caught. Harrington pleaded not guilty to both counts. A bond hearing is set for later this month when prosecutors...
Mutilation. Let's run that back, y'all. Golly.
Count 2, tampering with evidence. They say he, quote, intentionally destroyed, mutilated, removed, and or altered Lee's body to avoid being caught. Harrington pleaded not guilty to both counts. A bond hearing is set for later this month when prosecutors say they'll announce whether to pursue the death penalty for Harrington. The district attorney declined to comment after the hearing.
Bond hearing on the 21st. What do you need to do to prepare for that?
Show up.
How does having the body change things?
No comment. Let me scoot around you.
Harrington told the judge he was in the process of hiring a lawyer. The judge appointed him a pair of public defenders. There's no word on what happened to Kevin Horan, who represented Harrington at trial. His public defender also would not comment on the case.
So they gave him a pair of public defenders. As we know, Timothy Harrington has an uncle that was representing him before this thing got, way out of hand and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure he gonna have some type of legal defense. They're not gonna leave him with them 2 public defenders. What up with it, so lovely? So salute here. I'm glad they found Jimmie. His family can properly have a memorial service. Absolutely. Nobody deserved to be done like this, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say live in your truth. If you rocking that way, rock that way. Stand on it.
Miss Funder, do you have a moment to speak with us? Can you tell us what happened to Kevin Horan? Are you worried about the death penalty potentially being brought up?
These parents say they're looking to their faith to get them through this upcoming second trial and praised the investigators and prosecutors who continue to fight for their son.
I said so many times, thank you. Thank you for your hard work, dedication. Thank you for, continuously pushing to make sure, that justice will prevail. Thank you for just, not giving up.
Harrington's next court date is set for February 21st. We reached out to his old attorney about why he's no longer representing him and have not heard back. We'll let you know as soon as that changes. In Oxford, Jack Bilyeu, Fox 13 News.
Now, in December, a judge declared a mistrial in Harrington's capital murder trial after the jury was unable to reach a verdict. Harrington had been out of jail on bail since that mistrial.
New developments in the murder.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I hate it. I hate it for his family because they were actually, the day that Jimmie J. Lee was unalived, his parents were going out of town to celebrate his mom's birthday. You know what I'm saying? And when they stopped hearing from him, they had to turn around. They turned the whip around and came back, and only to find out what they found out. Crazy work, fam. Crazy work. Boy, that's crazy. Let's see here. Tonyo, what they do, fam? Yeah, man. But I think Buddy dog food, man. I think he cooked and stewed. I don't think it's gonna be no way to come back from this. He was an inspiring businessman, and I think he just threw it all away. You know what I'm saying? He got scared of being revealed, and he took it there. He took it there. And when you think about, the whole mutilation part, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. How you could do another human being like that, you know what I'm saying? And be a part of the community at the same time. Timothy Harrington was one of those ones. He was up and coming, and hey, that's the whole thing about living a double life. That's the whole thing about living a double life. You got to stand on what you stand on and let your yays be yays and your no's be no's, fam. Let me see something right quick. Let's see. Yeah. Give me 1 second, because I'm gonna bring this back if I can find it. And oh yeah, this is his uncle that I was talking about. His uncle that wanted to represent him.
When Sheldon Timothy Harrington arrived at Lafayette County Circuit Court yesterday for his bond hearing, he was met by loud chants from a group of LGBTQ supporters rallying for Jimmie J. Lee, the University of Mississippi student Harrington is accused of murdering.
Justice for J. Lee!
Once inside the courtroom, there was an obvious absence of attorney Carlos Moore, Harrington's uncle, who, since Harrington's arrest July 22nd, has appeared on camera staunchly defending his nephew, proclaiming his innocence and announcing he would represent his nephew.
Be a zealous advocate because I know in my heart that he did not commit murder. I know the type of young man he is. He does not have it in him to kill anyone.
But we've now learned Harrington will be represented by attorney Kevin Horan of Grenada, Mississippi, where Harrington is from. Circuit Judge Grady Tollison granted a delay in Harrington's bond hearing after a request by attorney Horan, presumably to give the defense more time to confer with their client. We reached out to attorney Carlos Moore about his status in the case, and he texted back this reply, quote, "I'm still co-counsel. Kevin Horan is lead counsel. I had a conflict yesterday and could not attend the court hearing." We asked if he would be attending the scheduled August 9th bond hearing and if he still strongly maintains Timothy Harrington's innocence. He did not respond to those questions. Harrington remains in the Lafayette County Jail, and Jimmie J. Lee's friends are anxious for justice.
Jay Lee was irreplaceable.
Now, we reached out to Haran's law office for a comment, and we're told he was not available.
Man, man, I tell you. Oh, boy. Yeah. That's why you got to leave well enough alone, fam. You got to leave well enough alone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. C. Johnson, what it do? Salute to you, fam. Yeah. You know, if you're going in that direction, you know what I'm saying, best thing to do is have you a talk with your family. Because you know they probably don't know. They not only are they don't know, they ain't looking for it. The only people that know is people like Unc. Cause Unc looked like he had a little spice, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Unc, but Unc looked like he had just a tad bit, just a dash, you know what I'm talking about, a spice. And so, you know, maybe y'all could go and speak to the good reverend, because I think his dad was a reverend. And you know, I get it. It's a different type of struggle when you brought up in the church and you are taught so vigorously that this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But fam, if that's you got to own that, because the opposite side of that spectrum is you going and delving into that lifestyle and risking being exposed. And when you do get exposed, these are the lengths that you go to protect yourself. Now you don't know whether these folks gonna give you life or they gonna give you death. February 21st, we'll know something. Yeah. So Jimmie J. Lee is back in court for a hearing on February 21st, and we will know whether or not they are going to pursue the death penalty for the murder of Jimmie J. Lee. Rest in peace, Jimmie J. Lee. And y'all pardon me, because I get the names mixed up sometimes. But yeah, I say it happens way too often. Way too often. It says, especially the church. You know, and listen, I ain't knocking nobody that's, you know what I'm saying, in the church and they like that, but it's the correction. You know what I'm saying? People that's in church are not supposed to be holier than thou. They ain't supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, turning their nose up at everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just like everybody in the hospital, you know what I'm saying, muscle bound and got perfect blood pressure and no disease. You know what I'm saying? But it happens. It happens. Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Jimmie J. Lee. And wow, that's a crazy situation right there, fam. But yeah, I wanted to move on to something else, fam. Let's see here. Before we let me see. Give me 1 second. Cause I do want to talk about this Big 30 interview that he gave to No Jumper. And we're not gonna go over the whole interview, but we will go over a segment of that interview, which is absolutely crazy, fam. Oh boy, and I love the way Thuddy handled his business on that interview. Shout out to Big 30. You know what I'm saying? Corral, what it do, big home? Salute to you. Yeah, man. Man, I hope you got a chance to make it back home for the Super Bowl. Yes, indeed. Absolutely, Hitler. But the church is for sick people. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't have nobody in the church with their nose turned up and looking down on people, man. That's where people go to get help. Allegedly, supposedly. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of people get in there and they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? They act like they ain't never been on the other side of sin. They ain't never failed. They ain't never, you know what I'm saying, came up short of the glory. I can go on for days and days about that. But yeah, we finna get into this whole situation with Big 30, man. He went on No Jumper and he did what I feel like everybody should do when they go on No Jumper. See, it's a lot of cats that feel like they go on that platform and they got to do something extra special. Thotty didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go for a viral moment. He didn't say nothing crazy out his mouth for clicks and views. You know what I'm saying? To run his personal interview bag up. He gave them what it was, and when they started pressing, Thotty pushed back, man. We finna get into it though. I want y'all to see this, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me unmute this.
Like 500 to $1 million.
Nobody.
Did you really have?
So right here, they finna talk about how he got out of his bread gang deal, and they are asking him, did he pay his way out of his deal? And if he did, rumors is he paid anywhere from $500,000 to a whole M. And this what we get.
Did you really have to pay like 500 to $1 million?
Nobody.
To get out your label or something like that?
No, hell no.
Where the that room start?
I ain't heard that room. Where you see that room at?
Shit, the whole documentary. I think the nigga said you had to pay to get out your deal or some shit.
See, y'all be believing them doc.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people rock with Remo, but man, listen. Remo is basically Adam's Negro interpreter. He gonna say the stuff that Adam can't say. He gonna say it the way Adam can't say it. And Adam just clean it up afterwards. And that's a bad combination. That's a bad combination, especially if you rightfully in them streets for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Hey, shout out to Yo-Yo for the cash out, and shout out to Ballarage for the cash out. Appreciate y'all, family. For real.
Documentary. Hell no. That's bag his damn self. That man ain't got 500 to $1 million from me. 500 to $1 million.
How do you feel about the documentaries? Niggas be mad. There's a whole bunch of documentaries and interviews. Niggas be breaking down about your shit. You be watching that shit?
I swear to God, I don't be watching this shit. I done skimmed through them. I skimmed through to see what they talking about, but no, it's just a lot of content creators.
Yeah.
Trying to get subscribed.
Is it just little chunks of truth and then all kinds of weird assumptions in between?
Watch it like that. Like, what you mean the truth? Like, truth about what?
I mean, a lot of it'll be breaking down like lyrics that are kind of hard to deny. Like, oh yeah, all right, that does seem like that's probably for him and whatnot. But then I'm sure there's all kinds of conversations going on behind the scenes.
I think I watched the see, they even had the lyrics on. See what I'm saying? They was saying shit I didn't even say.
And that's true. We know that to be fact, because a lot of people were going around talking about Z and Eldo and how he was saying they was ready for him to drop like when Dolph dropped. But you know, he got that muddy South Dallas accent, and half of the time Z and Eldo mumbling anyway, so you can't really tell. But I don't think he said that. That would have been completely out of taste. And yeah, being on the label that he signed to, that would be suicide. But shout out to Z and Eldo. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. Show some love.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's just a motherfucker voice changer. I don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, the AI voices kill me.
They all right, so they were saying that they said initially like Moneybagg left you off like a mural he had painted in his crib. And I mean you wasn't tripping on the mural or whatever. And then they said that's what started some tension between y'all.
What up,
and then it ended up being where I guess you dropped the song and you took some shots at him first, and then he dropped Airball. And he said that you like slowed up since Shiesty went to jail and shit like that, and that he wasn't blackballing you or he wasn't trying to hold you back.
You see how they trying to stir it up? Oh my God! You see how they trying to stir it up, fam? He got him though.
I mean, shit.
You feel blackballed?
No. Not really. I don't feel blackballed. Hell no. And I wasn't f***ing about no mirror around this time. This shit was already, you know what I'm saying? This shit was already over. I was still talking to Bag at that time. That's their mind house. Like, what the f***?
Yeah.
I done some gay shit to get mad. Like, what I'm getting mad for? That shit with them songs, like, man.
Cause it said that you took the first shots in the song and then he responded with the airball.
That's what it said. I don't know what started.
Yeah. But musically, like from the fans' perspective, niggas heard your song first. I think you said some shit. And then Moneybagg Yo responded saying that it's like the fans, if they fuck with you, they fuck with you. And ain't on him to get fans to fuck with you, some shit like that.
But it's the police's interview that I've seen in quite some time. Boy, Remo, you're dead wrong. You're down bad for this, man. Boy, this so policing, man.
Fans, if they fuck with you, they fuck with you. And ain't on him to get fans to fuck with you, some shit like that.
Shit. All right, now where we at now? I dissed them, he dissed me, now where we at?
Y'all ain't talking cordially and shit? Like
That shit ain't shit, bro. Nobody died behind. I keep telling you it ain't shit. You gonna make it something. It ain't nothing. The man doing his thing, the man, wait.
But when y'all put it in the music and shit, y'all give it to the fans for us to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't even know about it if y'all ain't drop songs and shit.
Shit.
Thought it high as giraffe ass.
The man, wait.
But when y'all put it in the music and shit, y'all give it to the fans for us to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't even know about it if y'all ain't drop songs and shit.
Shit, y'all wanna know about a lot of shit if a lot of shit ain't put in the music. This shit.
Because it seemed like you guys probably had some tension behind the scenes that the fans had no idea about, and then at some point the songs but it was leaked songs too. But you never know if a song leaked on purpose or not.
Nah, you right. I ain't never leaked the song on purpose. If that's the case, I'd be leaking mixtapes on purpose. I know I leaked the song on purpose. I don't know what next man. Me personally, I'm not.
I mean, okay, in a more general sense, was the issue between you guys the fact that you signed to him when you weren't really like fully popping yet?
Yeah,
and then,
some drink. Water.
Hey, you can tell, yeah, bro, water.
like, you signed when you weren't fully popped off yet. Meanwhile, his career is like really big, doing good. Then you blow up. The whole Chopper gang going crazy. And then meanwhile, like maybe he didn't necessarily show as much attention as you would have expected, since, you know, if you sign an artist, you're kind of hoping that they blow up the way that you did, right?
They trying to find an angle to attack an emotional part of 30. You know what I'm saying? And as you watch this interview, they are not gonna quit. They will not quit. All the way until they fading into black, they still poking and prying for information. See, this is the type of blogging that get folks stretched out, unalive. Man, and he gon' here, I'm gonna let y'all see it.
So, I don't think that was his intention, man. Shit happened. He got other artists. I'm already doing my thing. I'm still doing my thing.
One thing he did say, though, that he said that you was trying to, like, do some shit behind his back, take a label deal behind his back or some shit.
See? He wasn't talking about me.
All right, so he's talking about Trick.
I say this right here to clear the air up. He made a couple bars in the song that was about me.
Yeah.
See, the world gonna take it as he's talking about me because I'm the bigger artist. But he's talking about 3 people in the lead song.
They thought it was you and Trick.
I mean, I don't know if he was talking about Trip or whatever. Whatever him Trip got, I don't know.
He was absolutely talking about Trip, but 30 ain't gonna give him the gratification to know for certain that he was talking about Trip. That's between Trip and Moneybagg. Yeah, I love the way he handled himself, even though he looked like he shit face off his rocker.
Shout out Trip.
But I'm gonna go on to you. Shout out Free Trip Star. But I'm gonna go on and let y'all know. Only a few bars in this song was about me. All they go behind his back, sign shit weak. This shit wasn't about me.
We gotta drink more water. 2025.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, so you said that shit wasn't about you?
No.
But then it was like some Facebook posts and shit where the niggas had gave you a watch or some shit and you said like you bought it back from them. Or you paid them all for it?
Yeah, no, I ain't never even know why. What you talking about?
It was like a Facebook post where they said that nigga
Them
gave
be
you...
burner accounts.
All right, so that's fake shit.
Them be burner accounts. It's a whole lot of burner accounts.
All right.
Do you think he really got liposuction to lose weight?
On some G shit though, I really feel like y'all playing with me because I really been saying fuck this shit. We can't go to the next question.
All right, we can move on. I just like you had some funny bars in the whole thing that I just kind
I ain't on
of
that, bro.
wonder
You
if it
trying
was
to
serious or
spark the
not.
shit back up.
Nah, we
So
don't
I ain't
do
on
that.
that.
Nah, we put money
We
back
ain't
too.
talking about that right now, bro.
All right.
I love that, man. Golly, how come everybody that go on these platform can't do what 30 just did, bro? Man, salute to 30, man. Real talk. Salute to 30, man. Yeah, there we go. For real. Because they create a firestorm on these platforms, and a lot of times there don't be no coming back from it.
All right. No liposuction. Got it.
I said fuck this shit 5 minutes ago. Fuck. Bullshit.
All right.
I'm just saying though, now.
No, I don't want to disrespect you at all.
Now I'm saying, say for instance, now what if somebody get hurt? What if somebody die? If I ain't respond to y'all how y'all want me to, and the motherfucker die, and the motherfucker go to jail the rest of their life, and somebody dead, you will be satisfied? You just gonna laugh at us on another interview, talk about us to another nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, just fuck this shit, bro. This shit dead. Let's just move on.
Okay, for sure. No, we don't want to. If it's serious like that, then we definitely ain't trying to antagonize shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not even that serious. That shit.
Okay. I feel like we got enough of an answer for the people who are curious about it anyway, you know? Because your fans, they obviously are very...
I've been telling my fans, fuck this shit on shit. If it was something, I'd be still going at it.
One more time. A
lot of people like...
Hold up, bro. One more time.
Did
We
you
got to
really have
get
to
that. Right here. Let me see.
Die. And the motherfucker go to jail. Hurt. What if somebody die? If I ain't respond to y'all how y'all want me to, and the motherfucker die, and the motherfucker go to jail the rest of their life, and somebody dead, you will be satisfied? You just gonna laugh at us on another interview, talk about us to another nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, just fuck this shit, bro. This shit dead. Let's just move on.
Okay.
Now, watch Adam's response to that. His response is still digging for information.
For sure. No, we don't want to. If it's serious like that, then we definitely ain't trying to antagonize.
See, when he said if it's serious like that, we ain't want to dig and antagonize. His response, he wanted 30's response to be like, yeah, bro, shit is real, bro. That's why we ain't. Yeah, 30 handled it the right way. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just fuck this shit, bro. This shit dead. Let's just move on.
Okay, for sure. No, we don't want to. If it's serious like that, then we definitely ain't trying to antagonize shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not even that serious. That shit.
Okay. I feel like we got enough of an answer for the people who are curious about it anyway, you know? Because your fans, they obviously are very...
I've been telling my fans, fuck this shit on shit. If it was something, I'd be still going at it.
Salute to 30, man. Salute to Big 30, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, fam. And even though he told him it wasn't what they thought it was, they were still digging. See, what people, you know what I'm saying, what they don't realize, or maybe they do. This man done been through a whole, y'all know what 30 done been through. He ain't trying to rehash that or run it back with Bread Gang or Bag or nobody else. And then already been through this. And then lost a tremendous amount of people, man. It ain't no winners when you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know. Yeah. Interview with rappers talking about no music, no type of music, fam. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, he definitely a snake. He definitely a snake. Yeah, he got him right. He got him right, fam. Adam just fishing for viral clips where he can be trending. Absolutely. Absolutely. But at what cost? At what cost? You see what I'm saying? Cause these boys, they move around in their city. They ain't like a lot of these cats. 30 of them, they actually move around in their city. You know what I'm saying? And saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing on a big stage can be costly. And Adam know that, but he don't care. He don't care. Because just like 30 said, if 30 go out here, just like Adam said, if 30 go out here and get his head knocked off, they're gonna be right on here talking about it. Flacco, Remo, Brick Baby, Whack, all of them. It's gonna be more content for them. They ain't tripping. So it's a lose-lose situation. So the put this in perspective for y'all. 30 went out there to do business. I think he got his own. He done partnered and got his own marijuana company, and doing a little promo and talking Pooh Shiesty. But they wanted to take it down through there. They wanted to take it down through there, and they had them questions in the tuck. They couldn't wait to answer them. They couldn't wait to ask them. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. Adam was on some. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm talking about for real. And the whole interview hadn't come out yet. You know what I'm saying? They've been releasing it in drabs and drabs and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what they've been doing with Finesse and FYBJ, man. You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, that was a decent interview, I guess. But 30 really held his own, man. I love seeing that. Making money off of black people destroying each other. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody was up in arms when Loose Cannon and Whack them or Loose Cannon was out putting hands and feet on people outside of No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? And he popped out quick and said that No Jumper or the people at No Jumper had no affiliation with that. And Loose Cannon was banned from the show. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's wild. Ready for Pooh to touchdown. Yeah, man. G Money, what's going on with it, family? Yeah. Everybody waiting for Pooh to touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Including 30 and K Carvin, and they're gonna run their brand up, man. They're gonna run their brand up. Now, what they gonna do is a whole nother situation. Will they go to CMG? Will they get their own brand started and do Chopper Gang, you know what I'm saying? On a corporate label? We'll see. I think that would be the best thing for them. But who knows? They might just go to CMG. You know what I'm saying? CMG finna build a new headquarters in Dallas. I know y'all seen the story from Yo Gotti. He done found him a space, corporate high rise. Finna put CMG up there with the big boys looking over the city, man. Boy, that's crazy. That's crazy. Ride off into the sunset. Scot-free. What y'all think about that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That boy rode off into the sunset scot-free. A lot of people beg to differ. They say feds might be coming around the corner, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Yeah. But it's crazy to me how, you know, you build a low-key empire in the city of Memphis, and then, you know, everything happened, and you just, I guess you had to leave. Y'all let me know. Y'all feel like God and them had to leave Memphis, or could they have done what he doing in Dallas right there in the M? What you think about it? Y'all let me know something. I think Pooh missed his window. He went away. He was really about to blow up. Yeah, I think Pooh had blew up. I don't think he missed his window. I think he could come right back and get to it because people are actually waiting for Pooh. I think Pooh gonna be the biggest free agent in the game when he get back. Everybody gonna be gunning for him. We just gotta see, cause people get locked up, fam, and they come back as totally different people. I mean, think about Guwap. Guwap left and came back. That ain't the same Guwap. You know what I'm saying? We got BG got locked up and came back. And for a minute, we didn't think that was the same BG. He didn't get back to himself. Y'all see what's going on with Big Meech. Lord have mercy. Big Meech. Yeah. Big Meech. Yeah. Big Meech don't hardly look like the same person that went through the ringer back in, well, I'm going to say 2005. Yeah. That penitentiary changed folks, man. It really does. You know what I'm saying? And so you never know who you're gonna get. You know, everybody looking for a first day out from Lucci. I don't know if Lucci dropped nothing or not. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see. Feds still watching Gotti. It took years before the feds caught up. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think Lorenzo Wright stuff took super long. That was a new development. Memphis police on his head and signing more Memphis rappers and drama. I'm gonna keep, yeah, it's gonna keep you hot with the feds. Now I feel that. I definitely feel that. Yeah, Montana 700. Yeah, Montana going hard, bro. In my opinion, Montana harder than Zillionaire Dope, for real. You know what I'm saying? I like both of them though. T Ski, what it do? Salute to you, fam. They say, I think it depends on the person. And it absolutely could be. But yeah, I don't think he could set up shop in Memphis like that either. You know, high rise or not. It's too much going on, and it's too much that has gone on in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see from the NLE Chopper video, you know what I'm saying, that emotions are still high. No Sirski, the spinners would have been wearing fake UPS uniforms, going up and got the building to get those bounties. Yes, indeed. You know what? I totally agree. I totally agree. Real talk. Real talk, man. But yeah, even with the NLE situation, you know, that was a bad move, and it's bad optics on his part, fam. You know what I'm saying? You did what you did, and then you pulled off completely out the video. Now it looks like a tribute to Big Jook, which looks worse than what you did before. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know something. Yeah. Hear the music. What have you been bumping? Man, some of everything. To be honest with you. Montana from 700. I don't, you know what I'm saying, been running Zillionaire Doe. Kendrick, of course. Yeah. That's what I've been listening to. Fed's been watching Gotti before dark. Right. For different reasons. For different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is a bold move. Mm-hmm. He not welcome. That clown scared of his own city. Yeah. And it almost looked like he tried to cloud up off his city. You know? That's just my opinion, though. Explain the NLE Chopper situation to me. I missed it. Okay, give me a second. So, NLE Chopper did a video called Can We Live? And basically, he went to Mia J and the Dolphin State and asked for Mia J and the kids to be in the video. He also went to Raven and the Hill family at Makita's Cookies and asked them to be in the video. You know what I'm saying? Then he went to Tasha Mack and the Jook family and asked them to be in the video. I don't think either party knew that either party was going to be in the video until it got uploaded. When it got uploaded, people were raving about it, going crazy, saying it was a dope video. It's so positive. The music was good. I did a review on it, doing a reaction to it. And while I'm doing a reaction to it, it gets snatched off the internet. And everybody's like, wow, what the hell going on? why is this video? Why did he take the video down? This is one of the dopest videos NLE Chopper had did in quite some time. And then we got this. Yeah, we got this. Statement from Dawes family and estate. To advance the mission of Black men deserve to grow old, I agreed on the I agreed to collaborate on a project that included a video promoting the longevity of Black lives within the anti-violence movement. However, without my knowledge or authorization, a video was posted that misrepresented my family's forgiveness and involvement with others. There it is. The featured families never met or came together in solidarity. So don't put this out there like we mess with them or they mess with us, because it's nothing, basically. While I support the unity and the song's message in the video, I cannot condone false representations or misleading imagery. I requested the video's removal, which has been removed. However, I also asked the media outlets to refrain from spreading or reposting misinformation in Dolph's name. Respectfully, Mia J., administrator of the estate of Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., founder, Black Men Deserve to Grow Old. So, basically, she telling you, we did not agree to none of this. We not cool with them folks. Them folks ain't cool with us. We ain't came to no agreement. We ain't kumbaya. None of that. You got a good song, but the imagery, I don't condone that. So what he did, he pulled a video down off the internet on Saturday, re-uploaded it on Monday, and just basically scraped Mia, Trey, and Ari out the whole video. Yeah. So there it is. Bad move on NLE Chopper's part just from me. It's a bad move, fam. I can't rock with it. Yeah. T-Ski said I can't get into Doe's voice. He a mumble rapper, but when he do rap, he be spitting. Here, glad you said that. I believe that Gotti voice is on the end of that video talking, unless it's just me. What do you think? Which video we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Man, I believe I've been on that Alchemist and Larry June and 2 Chainz, but that's a hell of a combination. That's a hell of a combination. Yeah, it's a lot still going on for you to pull a move like that and not let people know. You know what I'm saying? It kind of remind me of the little big-eared dude that was on Martin that had Martin thinking that he was his daddy, and then the mama came in and was like, y'all remember that episode? Sorry, Martin. Yeah. NLE, what the hell is you doing, fam? You tripping. That was a cold move to pull. That was a cold move to pull, fam. Nah, that's crazy work. He should have told him the video concept and images would have been shown. That would have been shown. Right. Like I want to do a segment with you and your kids. I want to be out here, spreading love with y'all. Then I'm going, but see, it ain't no way you could have presented that. Think about it. I want to shoot a scene with you and the kids and showing that Black men deserve to grow old. And then in another scene, I want to shoot a scene with the people that unalived your kids, father. That I want to do one with their family. So yeah, how can you present that? How can you present that? And when you say it like that, it's just like, boy, that was a bad move. That's counsel worthy. That is counsel worthy, fam. Well, I tell you, what's up with it, Sip Saw? Memphis will never heal from the Dolphin Joke situations. We can all move on, but The pain on both sides remains. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we were talking about, you know what I'm saying, did she actually sign off on it? And yeah. I said, well, maybe she did, just for the sake of peace. But when you run it back and you think about it, hell no. And the question that solidified it for me was K-Dog said that, what about you? Because you have done it. And I know I couldn't have. I couldn't have done it. No, hell no. Hell no. The one he cut and put back up Monday. Yeah. I wouldn't think that guy had nothing to do with it for real. He don't want to be nowhere, and I mean nowhere, involved with nothing that got to do with that whole situation. Greyface said he cool. Huh? Oh man. I ain't even gonna say that because last time somebody mentioned that click on the internet, she came running. She surely did. You know, Lee Chopper was pretty good playing football at Cordova. If he would have stayed with it, he would have been a cold slot receiver. I could see that. I could definitely see that. But you know, it's like the old adages. Football players always want to be rappers, and rappers always want to be athletes. Y'all seen what P did. P went on a run that we had never seen with gold and platinum albums in 1998. And what did he do? Drop it all to go play ball for the Toronto Raptors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hope he ain't put a target on himself. I don't think he put a target on himself. Honestly, I just feel like he might have, you know what I'm saying, put them leopard spots on him, made himself a pariah, made itself to where ain't nobody really gonna mess with him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, in a league. And I can believe that. I can believe that. Mm-hmm. I can believe that. Rest in peace to them guys. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Gino. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy, fool. Just yeah, that whole move was a horrible move. And it's gonna eventually gonna get Buddy ostracized, man. Let me see this here. I'm gonna drop the link for anybody that will come up. And before we do that, let me see here. Shout out to one of the sponsors of the show.
At the Red House.
I'm Richard, aka Big Head. I work at the Red House and I'm black.
At the Red
I like pumping iron and pumping furniture into people's homes.
I'm Johnny, aka T-Engage. I work at the Red House and I'm white. I like deer hunting, bass fishing, and extending credit to all people.
At the Red House.
I'm black and I love the Red House. I'm white and I love the Red House.
I'm a black woman and I love the Red House.
I am white and the Red House is for me.
At the Red House.
Look at the sofa. It's perfect for a black person or a white person.
This mattress is perfect for a white person or a black person.
At the Red House, where black people and white people buy furniture.
And Hispanic people too.
And all people.
Hey, shout out to the sponsors. Hey, but you folk crazy as hell, man. Yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic, man. Man, I swear, No Limit had a CD dropping every week back in the 90s. Stayed having that 1-2 punch hitting hard. Stayed having the punch 12s hitting hard. Come on, man. That's real. That's real. Shout out to Mr. Magic, Gambino Family, Prime Suspects, Mr. Servo, Mix, Mac, all of them. Yeah. Positive vibes, what it do? Yeah, that's an absolute classic, man. That shit had me rolling. Hell, I need a new couch. Okay, then. Say you done been to the red house. Okay, shout out to Silsaw, man. Oh man. So let me see here. Y'all give me a second. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I did want to show y'all this. Man, listen, get control on y'all kids, fam. You know, they play these video games and these video games take them to a different place. And when they can't play them, boy, come on, man. Y'all check this out. I know he ain't pulling.
Not working.
The same reason you're not working.
So, Buddy live downstairs. His mama done cut the internet off because he won't go get a job. He just living in the basement. The internet get cut off, he loses it. Check this out.
Did you turn off the internet?
Maybe.
Turn it back on now.
No.
Turn back on the freaking internet.
No.
Mom!
No.
You better turn back on that freaking internet right now.
Locking the door.
Open up!
No.
I was just about to start a new game. My friends are wondering where I went.
Oh, I'm sure.
You already embarrassed the crap out of me. Now you're gonna pull me away from Call of Duty. Open this damn door.
Oh, you said a no word.
I'm an adult. I
Yeah.
can say what I want. Let me in this house. Let me in.
Oh my God! Whoa!
Here's William.
What did you just do to my door? You're gonna fix that. William! William! Stop it! William!
I told you to turn it back on.
Oh my gosh!
I told you so.
Oh my gosh! What are you doing?
Turn it back on my end.
Oh no, you're not. No, you're gonna clean this up and buy me a door, and I'm gonna add that to the rent. Oh my gosh! Hey!
Man, listen. Oh my God. Fool. That rent ain't worth it. I don't care if he paying $5,000 a month. It is not worth it. Get that old man out your house. Old rest that man in your house mad because the internet ain't on. Get your own damn internet. This fool done came through the door like Jason Voorhees. You hear me? Don't make no damn sense. Lord have mercy. What are we doing, fam? What are we doing? Oh my goodness. All of that just to play Call of Duty, fam. Come on now. Come on now. That man say, here comes Daddy. For real? Boy, I'd have fed you some hot shit. For real. These folk, man, they out of control. They out of control, man. See, that's them little kids that be running their mama at 12 and 13 years old. Don't never go nowhere. He had to get out of my house. I'm sorry. Yeah, for real. I hope she's still living too. That's crazy. Yeah. I said, you want to run it back? We'll run it back one more time. Shout out to Key Talk. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me get this straight. Yeah, here we go. That's a damn fool right there. I swear to God.
not working.
The same reason you're not working.
Did you turn off the internet?
Maybe.
Turn it back on now.
No.
Turn back on the freaking internet.
No.
Mom!
No.
You better turn back on that freaking internet right now.
Locking the door.
Open up!
No. No.
I was just about to start a new game. My friends are wondering where I went.
Oh, I'm sure.
You already embarrassed the crap out of me. Now you're going to pull me away from Call of Duty. Open this damn door.
Oh, you said a no word.
No word.
I'm an adult. I
Yeah.
can say what I want. Let me in this house. Let me in.
Oh my God. Oh!
Here's William.
What did you just do to my door? You're going to fix that. William! William! Stop it! William! Oh!
I told you to turn it back on.
Oh my gosh!
I told you so.
Oh my gosh! What are you doing?
Turn it back on my end.
Oh no, you're not! No, you're gonna clean this up and buy me a door, and I'm gonna add that to the rent. Oh my gosh! Hey!
The internet not working.
Boy, that's crazy. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. One more thing, y'all, before we get into Big Meech, man. One more thing before we get into Meech. That nigga's crazy. Jesus. I bet he don't even go to the grocery store. I bet she go to the grocery store and everything. He make his list out and give it to her. See, that don't beat him. That ain't William's fault. That's Susie's fault. Susie need to get his ass up out of there. I'm just saying. All right, get it a kid on Club Shannon Sharp. I hate to say the other thing, but yeah.
About the 17-year-old basketball player, straight A student. Am I wrong, Gilly? It used to be like the athletes, they got protected. Right. Nobody touched them. Hey, he good now.
Media.
He gonna be what we, they're gonna be talking about the block. He from the block, he got out. They protected those guys. What happened?
That's who killed my son.
Yeah. Joker. Yeah, I remember the story. I did a video on it. How Joker knocked down YNG Cheese, and then somebody came back and knocked Joker down. Star basketball player, D1 athlete.
The 17?
Yeah. The 17-year-old basketball player that just got shot 17 times?
Yes.
That's who killed my son.
Really?
Yes.
What was that about?
Well, it wasn't for my son.
Your son happened to be there?
Yes.
Oh.
Them blocks is beefing. They going through it. My son just so happened to pull up out there 5 minutes. They come to shoot the block up. My son's not from that block. He don't.
I saw about the 17-year-old basketball player, straight A student.
Yeah, man. So salute to Gilly, man. And basically Gilly said that his son was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, pulled up, and soon as he pulled up, old boy them spent the block. Said it wasn't even for his son, but his son caught him. You know, the old adage is, if you with him, you're gonna get hit with him. You know what I'm saying? Corral, what it do?
What's poppin', gangster?
What going on with your big homie?
Shout out to the hit squad too,
Hey,
man.
we in here. Yeah, we in here, man. Real talk. We finna get into this situation with Big Meech, man. Everybody got their opinion, and everybody feel like, you know what I'm saying, Meech is this and Meech is that. But finna get into the paperwork from Al Prophet, man. Salute to Al Prophet. And if I didn't say so earlier, shout out to Keep Talking Media, man. But yeah, man. Al Prophet. Let's go.
Shout out to L Prophet, real legend with the documentaries. Been doing his thing. Salute to
Amy
him.
Cowens
Facts.
said to someone I know years ago when this paperwork first started to come out, because she was the point person. If you wanted to talk to him, whoever you were, even people he knew from Detroit back in the day, because he was moving prison to prison, getting put in the hole, she was the point person for a lot of his phone calls. And now I have been sent a several hundred-page document. This is not the Frank's hearing that everybody's been looking at. The Frank's hearing references this document, amongst others. There's probably things that are sealed that'll never come out, but here we go. This was from Mr. Gatling's case, and this is about a hearing about DEA agent Keith Cromer and what went on with Fidel Suarez, Demetrius Flannery, Cuffy Gatling. This hearing was caused by Cuffy Gatling's lawyers and them getting full discovery of everything that happened.
Y'all hit that like button, fam. If you hadn't hit the like button, hit the like button. And if you can, donate to the channel, support the channel, fam. And we're going to get into this. I believe Cuffy bit off more than he could chew. Everybody was grabbing for the name, image, and likeness of BMF and trying to capitalize off of it. And Cuffy, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he got a little bit too greedy. And, you know, he dealing with somebody he didn't know, Michelle Cowan, and she made him pay for it. But that's just my opinion. We finna get into it.
Beginning with your name.
Shout out to DJ for that cash out. Salute to you, big homie.
They retracted CS1. And CS1, have you been appointed counsel in the case? Yes, ma'am. So she has a lawyer for this. And who's been appointed to represent you? Mr. Newton. Okay. I'm going to refer to you as CS1. Okay. Is that fair to say? Okay. Let me start. In 2009, did you become a DEA confidential informant? Yes, sir. This is the woman who set up the show with 50 Cent. This is why you had a BMF show to watch, DEA confidential informant. And who was it that you contacted prior to becoming a confidential informant? Jack Harvey. Mr. Harvey is employed where? At the time, he was a DEA agent for Atlanta. He was the one that oversaw the BMF case. So she reached out to him because she was dating a guy named Terry Bernard White that ended up getting convicted of some reefer conspiracy, and she was afraid she was going to be mixed up in the money laundering. Who was your handler? Jack Harvey. What was the case you were involved in? Terry Bernard White. How long was it that you worked with Mr. Harvey on the case? Over a year. Some point, did Mr. Harvey inform you after Terry White was taken into custody that you were going to be put up for an award? Prior to, before he was retiring, he acknowledged that.
So basically, Tammy Cowens. Sorry about that, Michelle. Tammy Cowens wanted a time cut for Meech because that would help in doing what she eventually did, was securing the name, image, and likeness of BMF and able to capitalize on it, running it over to 50 Cent. Now, as you see, nowadays, 50 Cent and Cuff, they on the same page, like they kumbaya. But I did a video months back before Meech even got out, and Cuff wasn't messing with 50 Cent and was shooting shots at the show. But anyway, let's keep going.
And did he tell you what it was going to be? No, he did not. He just indicated it. But there comes a time when you went from working for Mr. Harvey to working for somebody else. Yes, sir. When was that time period? After I received a message from Jack Harvey that he was retiring, then I received a call from the Atlanta DEA asking me to stay on board. And who was that call from? Keith Cromer. And what was Mr. Cromer's position? He was with the DEA Atlanta. Same group Mr. Harvey was in? That's right. At some point, you were introduced to Mr. Cromer. Yes, I was. And who were you supposed to work with in relation to Mr. Cromer? David Fred. It was several. David Fred, Tony Mara. And you're talking about agents? Agents in the group? Yes, agents in the group. And who was the controlling agent? David at one point, Fred at one point, Tony at one point. So Keith Cromer worked as part of a group, and she met the controlling agent as well. What were you
5K1s and Rule 35s all over the place. Them snitch codes for you, just in case you didn't know.
told by either Mr. Keith Cromer or other controlling agents that you were supposed to do? Basically, they would set me up for Hispanics. That I would either go pick up money or drugs and bring it back or make phone calls. So she was going to be, reading between the lines, posed as the female runner for black drug dealers making purchases or turning in money for cartel targets. And this was sometime in 2011. That seems about right. What was the promise to you with respect to your activity? Well, when we met to discuss would I stay on board, I asked what I would have to do. And I was told just what I'd said about Hispanics. And then I said, okay. And if I can get something big, and Cromer said, you'll get a lot of money. And I said, can I get Demetrius Flannery's time cut? And he said, we can work on that. And you mentioned Demetrius Flannery's name to Mr. Cromer. Yes, I did. So at this point, according to her testimony, she, after turning in her ex-boyfriend Terry White and working that case, and there'll be more about that later, she was called back and said, hey, you want to keep working with us and setting up Hispanics, because DEA wants to make big cases in Atlanta. If you didn't know, is a hub like Chicago. Atlanta was a hub. Possibly because of BMF. When BMF went down, the cartels knew how much sales they had been getting out of Atlanta, and they sent replacements there. So she didn't approach them on behalf of, she didn't call them up and say, hey, I want to set up coffee for a big Meech, per this testimony.
No, she was supposed to set up Fidel Suarez. Yeah. But somehow, some way, it varied on to Cuffy from St. Louis. What you think about this? You think Meech snitched, or you think he got caught up in a situation with this Tammy Cowan's lady where she did something unscrupulous and it came back to bite Meech in the butt? What you think about it, Corral?
See, I ain't been deep in it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm qualified to really.
I got you.
Speak on it. Like I need a little more.
Good. It's all good.
To listen to, but it's shaky, man.
It is super shaky, and you can pretty much bring out of it whatever you want to bring out of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you know what I'm saying, if you feel like that, this is on Meech, it could be on Meech. But if you feel like it's on her, which that's what I believe, then you can rock with it that way too. In the chat, drop a 1 if y'all feel like Meech told, and drop a 2 if y'all feel like this is a misunderstanding and maybe this is something that Tammy Cowan did to get her way. But yeah, fam, we finna get into it.
How Meech got out?
You mentioned Demetrius Flannery's name to Mr. Cromer. Yes, I did.
Meech got out via the First Step Act. Same way Gangsta Williams did. Gangsta Williams had life. He used the First Step Act, and he told on some people that was no longer here, and that knocked him down. I think Southwest T got out due to the COVID situation, to the 19 situation. But yeah, that's what it was.
It was about perhaps helping him out, yes, for a time reduction. Did they indicate that you would have to testify against anybody? No. You were told you wouldn't have to testify? That's correct. They told me they would be deported back to Mexico once they did the drug bust with the Hispanics, and I wouldn't have to testify. All right. Now, I take it then Mr. Cromer, in the course of dealing with you, knew about Mr. Flannery. Yes, he knew about Demetrius Flannery and our relationship as friends. Let's get into that. What was your relationship with Mr. Flannery? He was my friend. Okay. Or is my friend. Was there any business relationship? Yes, sir. Did you have any business relationship with him? Yes, I have his life rights with creative control and his power of attorney. That's a hell of a lot to give to somebody. When you could give your power of attorney to an attorney, why would you not just give your power of attorney to an entertainment attorney and have this woman work with her? Mistake number one. How long had you been acquainted with Mr. Flannery? Now, I said that she met him in prison, but I was wrong. I would say 2000. He was incarcerated in 05. It was in 03 or 02 when I met him. So in 2011 or 12, you'd already known him for 8 or 9 years. Yes, sir. You visited him in prison. Yes, for many years. And you communicated that to Mr. Cromer. Is that correct? Yes, I did. Now let's talk about someone else. Let's talk about Mr. Cromer. Okay. At some point in time after 2011, which is when you became a CS, did you develop a relationship with Mr. Cromer? Yes, I did. What was the nature? Started as friends, and we became close friends and became sexually engaged. Sexual intercourse didn't start till maybe after 5 or 6 months, sometime in 2012. How often would he visit or be with you? 5 to 6 days a week out of 7. So they were together. Now, there comes a time when you had conversations with.
So her involvement with Cromer is what messed up Meech's deal. Had she had not been involved with Cromer, Meech probably would have been home earlier. But she had an affair with the feds that jeopardized everything that she was trying to do for Meech. So let's keep it going.
With another individual, let's talk about Dion Gatling. Yes, sir. And how did you know Mr. Gatling? I knew him through phone conversations, originally through him knowing Demetrius Flannery as his good friend. So Demetrius Flannery was friends with Mr. Gatling, from my understanding of both parties. Was there a nickname you knew Mr. Gatling by? Cuff. Cuff, okay. And what kind of relationship did you have with Cuff? How did you know him? Well, he called me one day years ago and just said that he was Demetrius's friend, as many people do, and that how was his brother doing? Cuffy and Demetrius were like brothers, whatever that means. You know, so tell him to send my love, etc. Just a general conversation. Cuff was free at this time. He had done about 10. He must have just gotten out because he did about 10 years in the early 2000s, right before Meech and him got indicted. So they were basically just social contacts you had with him. That's correct. Was there any times when you emailed or texted him? Yes. So he knew in conversation with myself that we were working on Louis Burrell, and another gentleman was trying to get me to sign my life rights for Demetrius over to them. So once Demetrius signed his life rights and his power of attorney to her, she could sign them over or sell them to other people without consulting him. And I was having correspondence with Dion Gatling in regards to that because he was trying to come up with something. Dion was trying to work his own BMF movie deal and was making a lot of progress. So the initial contact with Mr. Gatling is more of a business relationship about the movie at this point, nothing else. Fair to say that's correct. Okay, now about an individual by the name of Fidel Suarez. How did you make an acquaintance with Mr. Suarez? I made a, and she pauses, he called and again wanted to know how Demetrius Flannery is doing. It almost sounds like she was going to say, I made a call. But she said he called again and wanted to know how Demetrius was doing. Tell him he sends his love. Did I have a mailing address? And I provided that. Then you talk to Mr. Flannery about Mr.
So when Fidel Suarez called, they wanted to put her on Fidel Suarez because he kind of like the plug. You know what I'm saying? And how it got over to Cuffy, I don't know. We finna see. I hadn't seen all of this, so I'm watching it with y'all.
Mr. Suarez at some point in time. Yes. I'd usually give him a rundown on who calls and showing their support. She was his secretary. And did he indicate, so he trusted her like no other. Remember, he is, well, the woman he paroled to in Florida. He had his mother, well, maybe his mother might have been compromised legally. I'm not sure, but this is who he chose to handle all his business. Okay, so I usually give him a rundown on who calls and showing their support. And did he indicate to you that he knew Mr. Suarez and in what capacity. He did. He just said he did time with him in the county jail and that he'd beaten his case, Fidel Suarez, that is, and that was about it. Meech, even when they were being tried in Eastern District of Michigan, where normally prisoners are held in the Wayne County Jail, they put him up in the St. Clair County Jail, which is, an hour, 45 minutes from Detroit, because he was... I had a friend that was a guard at the Wayne County Jail when Meech was there, and he said the guards were getting his autograph. So they were getting his autograph. I'm sure they were bringing him stuff. So at some point, the feds got him moved out of there. St. Clair County Jail. Okay, now, did there come a time in the relationship with Mr. Gatling and Mr. Suarez when the conversation turned to narcotics? Yes. When was that time? Mid-2012. How did that convo begin? Well, the initiation was Fidel Suarez. He called and made some conversation about he needed to get rid of some type of pills, and did I know somebody that wanted to buy them? I was in a call with Keith Cromer at the time on a speaker in my car, and Keith said, tell him yes. And shortly thereafter, I received a call from an agent in California, and that's how it started off transpiring from Fidel. They don't go into that, but Fidel Suarez he had beaten one case. He might have beaten two, or he had one and beat the other. Fidel Suarez owned a trucking company out of California and was using it to move narcotics.
And that's how Meech and Tara was doing it as well. They were moving theirs in limousines, if y'all remember. All type of compartments in the door panels and all that good junk.
Okay, was there ever a time when you were asked to give a phone number to Fidel at any point? Yes. A couple times, Fidel called and asked for Cuff's number. Did he say who? He said, Buddy told me to get Cuff's phone number, and I gave him Cuff's phone number. Who is Buddy, for the record? Answer, I'm assuming Demetrius Flannery. So you've known him by that name? Correct? Well, when he says Buddy, as he calls, yes, sir. So Demetrius is Buddy. Buddy. So apparently Fidel somehow had talked to Meech, and Meech said, get someone's number from Tammy so you guys can do something. And did you do that? Yes, I did. Now, during a period of time, you just indicated Mr. Cromer is with you. Mr. Cromer, did he overhear any of the conversations you had with either Mr. Gatling or Mr. Suarez at that time? Yes, with Mr. Suarez. July 2012, did you have a convo with Mr. Suarez related to a trip he may take? Fidel asked me to come to St. Louis because he was going. Well, that's where Cuffy was at. Did he tell you why he wanted you in St. Louis? No, he didn't. And did he contact you later on? Yes, he did. He contacted me when he was in St. Louis, stating that he had a truck up there. And that, from my understanding, if I recollect, he didn't have the phone number and he had this truck. So Fidel is in St. Louis. His driver has bought a truck for this person that told her to give Cuff his phone number per Buddy, which is Big Meech.
Fidel trying to get them lows off.
And that would be August 5th of 2012. So when I received that call, it was on a Sunday. I was at home cooking spaghetti. So when did you receive the phone call from Fidel Suarez from St. Louis? When I received that call, it was on a Sunday. I was at home cooking spaghetti, and Keith Cromer was at my house. How lovely. So they're having Sunday dinner, her and a DEA agent, while a semi-truck full of yayo bricks is sitting somewhere in St. Louis with no one to pick them up. Imagine that. Demetrius Flannery was somewhere in a prison, probably telling BMF stories. Fidel Suarez's work is sitting in St. Louis, and DEA agent Cromer and Miss Tammy were booed up cooking pescetti on a Sunday. And I can't remember honestly if it was heroin or coke. And I said, what's going on? And he was all upset, saying, I got an effing truck up here and this dude is playing games. And he was using a lot of profanity. And he said, see if you can get in contact with him. I had an alternate number for Cuff. So Cuff only called you to say hi, but you had multiple numbers for him.
There it is. How you got alternate numbers for a guy that you were just facilitating a phone call for? You know, that's just something to think about.
And I reached out to Cuff and asked him, and he said he hasn't tried to call me. And I said, he's calling you at this number. And then that was the wrong number. Fidel had Cuff's old number, and guys switched numbers. She had the current and active number. She passed it on to Suarez. Subsequently, they contacted each other. That's correct. That Sunday, that's correct. Did Mr. Cromer, Agent Cromer, was he present during these conversations? Yes, he was. Was he listening in on these conversations? Yes, he was. And at the time he was listening in, he could hear what both parties were saying. Yes, I had him on a speakerphone. Am I on a speakerphone? Have you ever been purchasing a truckload of kilograms and thought, is that echo? Am I on a speakerphone? Keith Cromer reached out to St. Louis DEA, and I got on the phone to speak to an agent. Okay, but the substance of your conversations regarding the dope deal and truck, did you relay that to St. Louis DEA? Yes, I did, to the agents involved. To the agent I spoke on the phone, and Mr. Cromer had already contacted them. That is correct. And would it be fair to say that you had 2, 3, 5? How many conversations with St. Louis agents did you have about this August 5th conversation? Probably at a total of 3. Blah, blah, blah. And when you talked to the agents and Mr. Cromer, did you indicate to them at any point you had to obtain a photograph of Mr. Suarez? Yes. Okay, how did that happen?
Dirty work.
You indicated earlier it was a result of exchanging Facebook. Oh, no, the picture came from Fidel sending me the picture to my phone, a picture of him so I could put it in my contact list. Well, how convenient. So did you ask him for a picture? I asked him for a picture. Government exhibit, and they present a picture. I wish I had a picture of Fidel Suarez. Did you ever meet Mr. Suarez in person? No, I never met him. How about Mr. Gatling? Had you met Mr. Gatling? I had not met Mr. Gatling at that time. Did there come a time when you did meet Mr. Gatling? Yes. He called and said he was coming to Atlanta and he wanted to take me to dinner.
So Cuffy claims that Meech set him up by sending out Tammy Cowens, but at the same time, Cuff is calling Tammy Cowens, offering to take her to dinner. It's just weird, fam.
Okay, so what happened with the truck? I had a conversation with Fidel Suarez. He called upset, furious. This was after the fact of the 5th. He was mad because he said the Cuff stiffed him and didn't pay all the money. So she facilitated them being in contact. Cuff got the truck, according to this. He didn't pay him all the money for the drugs. I don't remember if it was heroin or cocaine. I honestly don't remember. She said that several times. Maybe she knows that the penalties for H are worse than C. But he didn't pay him all the money for the blacks. So for someone that's just passing phone numbers, she knows the business. I mean, well, she's in the mix. Blah, blah, blah. To the Keith Cromer. Okay, let's go to November of 2012. Did there come a point when you were working with Mr. Cromer where it was decided you would no longer talk to Dion Gatling? That is correct. And when you told him that, what did he do? He said, well, that's fine. I'll let him talk too. And he says a name, but they changed it to CS2, which is another woman. And that was it. So if they're going to move Dion Gatling over to another CS who's a woman, is that another? Why would Dion talk to a random woman? I'll let him talk. That's Cromer. She's talking to Cromer. I'll let him talk to CS2. So Cromer is somehow involved in. Boy, trying to judge what's going on from the verb tenses. And when you told Cromer that, what did he do? Then he said, well, that's fine. I'll let him talk to CS2. Why would Cromer be controlling who Deion Gatling is talking to? Deion Gatling would talk to people that either Meech, Fidel Suarez, or Tammy told him to talk to, right? So was Cromer at this point controlling CS2, this other woman? And Gatling would only listen to some other person if either Fidel Suarez or Meech knew her, right? Okay. CS2, is that fair to say? From my understanding, that's CS2. Let's refer to her as CS2 from now on. So her name was in the record. I'm not saying it. They struck it and made it CS2.
I don't know if Meech knew or not. I know that she was trying to get his time cut as a favor to him for the name, image, and likeness of BMF. You know, he basically signed everything off to him. She was the head of his estate, basically. So, but I'm not sure if what you're implying is correct.
Want to keep her out of it also. I'd asked the record be stricken of the name. The court will refer to her as CS2. So CS2 comes in the mix in November of 2012. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. And how did it go? What did you do? What did CS2 do and who showed up? Well, Deion asked me, did I know anybody? Prior to the meeting, he asked me if I knew anybody he could get work from. Basically, they could front him some work, some drug transaction. And I said, well, I don't really know anybody, but I'll think about it and let you know.
So if he talking work talk to her, what makes him think that Meech sent her? He dealing directly with her. This ain't got nothing to do with Meech. All of this that's going on right now has nothing to do with Meech. You feel where I'm coming from?
Right.
Okay, why would a woman? Well, okay, so Cuffy Gatling, and this is, I don't know anything about Mr. Gatling other than court stuff. I did do a brief interview with him. He's been convicted prior to this. Cuffy's a real guy from a real place, from St. Louis. Why would he be asking Tammy, did she know someone who could give him some work? Just because she's around, I'm around. I know a lot of people in this world. Nobody calls me and says, hey, Al, do you know someone that could, give me 100 bricks on consignment? That's not what I do. Why would you ask me that? So why would he ask her that? I told him everybody was lapped up, I think the wording that I used. And then Keith said, tell him you know a lady. And that's what I said, which are CS2. Okay, so that's not Meech's person. That's a woman that Keith Cromer had. So these women are being used as these big drug kingpins proxies. So at that point in time, you were out of the investigation with Mr. Gatling. So Deion supposedly, Mr. Gatling asked for some work on credit after stiffing Fidel Suarez. And she says, yeah, I'll hook you up with this other girl. I wonder is that, well, I mean, I put people's names out there.
So he stiffed Fidel Suarez, ran off on him, and then went to CS1, which is Tammy Cowan, asking for more work. She put him on the trail of CS2, which is someone who we have no clue who it is. And I believe she gets him straight. What does any of this got to do with Meech? That's all I'm saying. You have to take all of this into consideration. Now that we got it, you got to take all of this into consideration when you try to put a jacket on somebody.
So at that point in time, you're out of an investigation with respect to Mr. Gatling. Other than us meeting for dinner, that's fair to say. They went to the Varsity in Atlanta. that night. They went to the only varsity I know is in the downtown ATL. That's where King Von and Dirk caught their case. Do you see Mr. Gatling in the courtroom today? Oh, Mr. Gatling was there. So this was a real court hearing. Mr. Deanne Cuffy Gatling was there. There came a time when Mr. Gatling was indicted. Did you become aware of that? Yes. And okay. And do you remember exactly when that was? April and May of 2014. Now, during this time you were working, what things were you doing as a cooperator and an informant? They would tell me to go and pick up money or go pick up drugs at a certain location. Then I would show up and I would say, okay, we want you to pick up. One example was $270,000. And we're going to bring them back to drugs. So she would pose. She would say, I'm with the people who got to work. I'm going to get to $270,000 and bring back the drugs. Most cases, I always meet with all the agents. Every time I'd go, I'd end up not going to pick up the drugs or entering money. Strange. At any rate, you were assigned certain things to do. Among them were phone calls. Yes, sir. You were asked to make phone calls. Yes, sir. Mr. Cromer, did he give you a phone number and ask you to give it to another agent? He was at my house one morning on his way to work for a meeting. He went to meetings once a week, and he said, hey, take this number. I don't remember. And he said, give them this information. For what? I said. He said, don't ask me any questions. Don't worry about it. Just do this for me. And this information related to an individual by the name of Bootsy from Decatur, Georgia. Who is Bootsy from Decatur, Georgia? AT.
Shout out to Bootsy from the deck.
From Decatur, Georgia. Who is Bootsy from Decatur, Georgia? ATL, shouty. Get on the case. Who's Bootsy from Decatur, Georgia? They were on your trail, buddy. Or maybe you're in federal prison. I don't know. All jokes aside. Best of luck to Bootsy. Now, while you were talking with the agents in St. Louis about Mr. Gatling and Mr. Suarez, did Mr. Cromer give you any numbers or tell you to give these numbers to any of the agents? Bootsy, that's the only time this ever happened. Other than CS2 was to give me numbers, which had nothing to do with Cuff. So now she's working with CF2. She was to provide me with numbers for a gentleman named Diego, but this had nothing to do with Deanne Gatling. So these two women they're in deep. They're working the Hispanics, to use the DEA's term. Now, Tammy Collins, in some circles was known as the white girl. She appears to be a light-skinned African-American. She could pass for Hispanic. I don't know what her ethnic background is.
J-Bo was talking about Blue Da Vinci messing with a white girl. I'm just saying, man. She looked like she been playing around these boys for a minute. And she had her way.
She's like my father. She can pass for anything. Okay, now, Tammy, there's a lot. People, there's 100 and some pages. Shout out to my guy that sent me this. Though this has been available, but oh wow. Okay, I'm not gonna give it all to you here. Okay. Oh. So here's the time when she starts talking about being afraid. Okay, this is when she gets paid.
That's how
she gets an $80,000 check from Agent Cromer. She calls Jack Harvey, the original guy she knew who worked the DMF case and was retired, and says, I got an $80,000 check and I don't know why. They said it's for everything you're doing. As far as you knew, you didn't know what it's for. She got an $80,000 check, didn't know what it's for. She called Jack Harvey and said, it's too much. Now the agent, who does that? Now the agents had been paying you periodically on a monthly basis. That's just for me making the phone calls and going back and forth with the Hispanics. Was there any agreement, you or anyone else, about your rent? You know, there's a rule for some of these African-American street guys in some of these cities. You can tell on the Mexicans out of town, it's cool. Be careful out there. For any of my Hispanic brethren watching. I've heard those conversations.
I would call Blue one before I would call Meech one. I would. I absolutely would. You know, she was the first. Blue was the first person she was ever around. And, you know, we gotta get that ironed out. You know what I'm saying? So
they were paying her rent. So she got $55,000 from Terry White. And she got some more money from someone else. We're gonna get into that part in a minute. She got so they're paying her rent, $2,500. There's a lot. I'm trying to sift through it for you here. Okay, during this period of time, you received some money for the Terry White case. It was $55,000. Sound about right? Yeah, that sounds about right. And that was for your assistance at Jack Harvey in the Terry White case. Well, that, and I also contributed to my jewelry that was seized in Terry White's house during the time they seized it. So she had some jewelry that was worth $34,000. Let her tell it. That she didn't get back. It was forfeited. So after Jack said, well, I can say anything. I said, I don't want you to because I don't trust anybody within the government. He said, no, you can trust this person. I'm going to make a few phone calls. Then I received a call to meet Keith Cromer's boss at Atlanta Bread Company. So they went to a restaurant. She met this agent she had been having an affair with boss. Subsequently, you have been interviewed on a number of occasions. A number. Without going into any details, you had a number. So she said, this is just a document that has made it to surfaced into the public. There's many other documents.
If I can say one thing, we're looking at Blue, asking is Blue a snitch? We're looking at Meech, asking is Big Meech a snitch? One thing that we know without any type of argument is that Tammy Cowan is the biggest snitch. She has, in the time that Al Prophet has read this document, she's taken down one, Cuffy would be two, somebody else, I think three different people. And not only did she take those people down, she got the name, image, and likeness and the rights to BMF. So when BMF premiered, Tammy Cowan was on the red carpet. It's a cold game, fam. It's a cold game. So yeah, I'm not looking at Meech as a snitch. You know, to each his own. But Tammy, yeah, she done been down through there. Yeah, straight from the sewer.
Has anyone bribed you or asked you not to testify or give information about Mr. Cromer or any information he had? Now, important to remember, there's multiple criminal things going on here. The DEA's interest is probably less in, it doesn't seem to be in Mr. Flannery at this point. He's doing his time. They're trying to get Gatling, but they're trying to see how much malfeasance is going on in their office. It sounds like to me, remember Tammy said she didn't actually meet any Hispanics, maybe a little phone convo. Are these agents buying pussy with DEA, right? So Tammy appears in the DEA offices and helps them work. Terry Bernard White, Keith Cromer is interested in procuring her vajayjay. He makes payments from you and I, the U.S. taxpayer, to her. She doesn't know what it's for. Well, you laid with him 6 nights a week.
80 racks.
He was married. I mean, I don't know what women are into, but Keith Cromer was 60, which doesn't mean a woman can't like him, but he's cheating on his wife. He's a DEA agent. He's not a creative guy. I mean, women like a man, attractive, interesting, solid, emotional connection. Well, he lies to his wife. He's a boring federal agent. Couldn't be the physical part. Maybe the 80 was for the P. Pushing P. Indeed. Okay, so boy, there's a lot. This is 200 and some pages. In March of 2015, did you have occasion to go online and find any pleadings by the defense in this case? So, Mr. Gatling, in 2015, this stuff came out in 2015. The streets knew about this. When I first was, well, many moons ago, shout out to my guy who was an unindicted co-conspirator with some Detroit people that keep up with the other Detroit people, and they said something about some pills and Meech, and this. Remember, the first call was about some pills. So I was hearing about this years ago, but I wasn't just going to jump out there because the industry of talking about BMF has made a lot of people a lot of money, including me. Boop, bop, de bop. Boy, there's all type of stuff. Let's jump down. What are my notes here?
Hit that like button, fam. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. It's your boy Hitter.
150. Let's just go to 150. I'm not going to give it all to you. Okay. Okay, so they've recessed the court and come back. Now another attorney is talking to her. You are CS1 in this document, correct? That is correct. Okay. And as a part of your earlier testimony, you clarified that despite what's in this document, Mr. Flannery was never involved in trying to coordinate any drug deals between Mr. Suarez and Mr. Gatling. Is that correct? That is correct. Now, also as a part of this document, there's some discussions of you potentially getting a finder's fee, or there being a discussion between you and Mr. Suarez about a finder's fee for coordinating deals for cocaine. Is that accurate? That is accurate. I told them that they can give me some money so I can make sure Meech's books as commissary stays good. You know, a finder's fee. So your intent was for them to conduct drug deals so they could give you money so you could place it on Mr. Flannery's books. That is what I was told to say. That is correct. That's what you were told to say?
Shout out to McName Ace for the super chat, man. Appreciate you, big dog. You know what it is. Yeah, man.
Keith. Okay, so Mr. Cromer told you to say that. That's basically correct. Now, also, there's some references in here to DEA agents in Atlanta, DEA Atlanta. Is it fair to say the only person you're really directing, talking about Keith Cromer? Oh my God, this is overwhelming. I believe you testified the additional things you were supposed to do were make phone calls and collect money and drugs you're dealing with, I guess, Hispanics. He said Hispanics? That's what he said. And the purpose of this was so they would be deported and you would never have to testify. It never panned out. Okay, where am I? Here, 150, 188. Let's go to 188. I went through this real fast earlier and made some notes. So specifically in paragraph 8, okay, so now there's some other documents and reports that we can't see that they're referencing and asking questions about, where she makes some statements which she now denies. Well, she said some things and now she's saying they're not true. So specifically in paragraph 8, it refers to a statement under section A that says CS1 told investigators that Demetrius Flannery coordinated drug distribution arrangements between the two, referring to Suarez and Gatling. Is that statement true? No, but she made it.
Oh, so she did say that Meech facilitated runs between Cuff and Suarez, but she recanted it. She moonwalked that back.
There's a statement in paragraph B. CS1, Demetrius Flannery arranged for Suarez to deliver multiple kilogram quantities of cocaine to Gatling in St. Louis through CS1. That's not true. So the statements in paragraph 8 are false. Correct. That is not true. It goes on then to describe the activities of the conspiratorial members, starting number 1 with Demetrius Flannery. Oh, now she's trying to. What page are you on? Oh, she's trying to confuse it. What's the definition of conspiratorial? Come on now, sis. Come on, sis. Yeah, maybe just continuing on the top of the page. Flannery was responsible for the acquisition of cocaine. Did you have any information about Flannery being involved in conspiracy with these two individuals? Okay, now this gets a little confusing. It's about August 2012. Confidential informant hereinafter described as CS1 contacted the DEA to provide information on an active drug distribution conspiracy in which Dion Gatling, Fidel Suarez, and Demetrius Flannery are members. This is okay. Here's the key thing. There was in a report, it says she called the DEA to talk about this 3-person conspiracy. She says no. Keith was at my home. We were having spaghetti Sunday dinner. Keith overheard these conversations and called the St. Louis DEA. So you're messing with a DEA agent to the point he's at your home on Sunday. You doing some stuff on the phone with drug trafficking, and you let him overhear. Women, listen. I don't like this type of stuff, but many people talk on the phone while their significant others right there about affairs and all type of stuff. You mean you couldn't keep a drug transaction covered up? He overheard it. Come on now.
That is crazy. So she's saying that she didn't say nothing. She basically saying that Chroma went in the next room and called the DEA St. Louis division and put them on the heels of Meech, Cuff, and Suarez. That's crazy work, man.
I never contacted DEA and said Demetrius and Cuff and Fidel. So it's not true you contacted the DEA to provide information on an active drug distribution conspiracy? So it goes back to saying that's where the conflict. I'm not an attorney. I don't understand what you guys understand. What I know is the DEA of Atlanta was aware that Dion Gatling and Suarez were in drug conversation. She's not listening. The last sentence there. Flannery has arranged for Suarez to provide cocaine in multi-kilogram quantities to Gatling through CS1. The only contact I had with Demetrius was, hey, buddy told me to get Cuff's number. And that's the full extent of his involvement. So we don't have, there's many other documents. If you're here to find Demetrius Flannery guilty of setting up his friend Dion Gatling or his former co-conspirator, I still don't know if that's there. The more I read this and think about it, Miss Collins had Mr. Flannery's life rights. What if she was facilitating drug deals with them for him? And Gatling, wow. So Gatling wanted to do a deal for a movie. Tammy was kind of getting threatened about not signing over life rights. She had Demetrius' life rights and power of attorney. So she could do a deal on her own and pay herself whatever. So she get $1 million deal, she could pay herself $800,000 as the executive producer. She's power of attorney. What if I have Demetrius' power of attorney? I'm competing with Dion Gatling to get a TV movie deal, whatever. What if I put them both in a conspiracy and get them more time locked up? If Demetrius catches the case where he's already doing time, they're going to bury him deep in the hole. What if I do that? And now Cuffy is no competition and I can sign off the rights to anyone who I want, and I don't even really have to be answerable to Demetrius. He can barely call me.
There it is.
She can go off in the sunset.
That's it. That's it. So
She
why
playing the
people?
game.
She played the game to win, bro. She played the game to win, and I would very well believe that Meech didn't know nothing about this. This was all her. This is all her from start to finish. Now, Cuffy is well within his rights to feel like Meech had something to do with it. But at the same time, the truth is right in your face. The proof is in the pudding. That's your competition. Meech ain't your competition. Meech doing time. You wanna do a documentary or a movie on BMF. You got Louis Burrell. You got somebody funding you. But you got to clear this hurdle, and that hurdle is Tammy Cowan. Tammy Cowan ran a play, got you up out of there, and that's what it is.
I'm gonna leave it right there. We have 40 minutes. That's a lot. There you go. So I still don't see a smoking gun that Demetrius knew, because here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. If you're somebody and you want to set people up to get out of prison, right? Everybody is picking and choosing, right? Like, you're not going to trade your mother or your little brother, right? Or your son. Oh, put my son in prison instead of me. Put my best friend. You're a drug dealer. Demetrius Flinders knows many, 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 many people. Why would he have picked Cuffy Gatling to set up? Demetrius was good. He was famous in prison. He probably could have set up people that you would never associate with him. Why did it have to be Cuffy? People say I'm hometown biased, and even the people connected to BMF I'm talking to sending me stuff are like, oh, why are you defending him? Maybe they're right. I don't know. I'm like trying to be like an impartial jury.
And that's true, bro. When you go through the pipeline, if he just wanted to set somebody up for a time cut, he could have went through much smaller fish than the Godfather of St. Louis. You know how much money Meech made with Cuff? Yeah. They knew each other's families. They've been rocking together for the better part of 30 years. He don't gain nothing from setting up Cuff. That's a big name, fam. But you know who do gain something? Tammy Cowens.
Meech was in prison. Maybe he didn't know how shady Tammy was. Maybe I'm just defending the hometown guy. I don't know, Big Meech. I don't know. But
what up, G?
He messed up dealing with Tammy, that's for sure. So I just read a bunch of stuff from a document that I don't think has been out yet. Maybe somebody has it. Now, I am going to leave you, though, with one other document, which I think Blue originally provided, but I'm not sure. If he didn't, then I apologize for the miscorrection, where there is a 5K 1.1 with Meech's name in it, though he didn't get the time. That's what's been showing during this. Everyone should be the judge. Al Prophet, American Dope.
Did Meech introduce your girl to Cuffy, whatever his name is?
Did Meech introduce Tammy to Cuff? Meech, I think they all knew each other. Meech, she was calling, Cuff was calling her to get information back to Meech. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Suarez. Suarez, hey, tell homie I asked about him. Hope he doing well. This, that, and the third. And some way, somehow, all of that materialized into to them getting work. They done linked. Now I can say that Meech did get cuffing number to Suarez.
That mean he introduced in that way. You did. You feel what I'm saying? Even if I call you tell me to hit your manager up, you putting me on your manager.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's Meech's fault in that way. You feel what I'm
But
saying? So
everybody going through her. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have had no contact with these people otherwise. Every Cuff going to her, Suarez going to her. What's up with it, Kimberly? Salute to you, fam. But yeah, she is the go-between for everything. And I believe Blue Da Vinci brought her to the table. Yeah, man. Crazy.
So how she look? She gotta look good. Like damn.
I
So
had a
she's setting people up and have like fucking the people. Like she wilding. Like she was deep in. Like she loved that
yeah,
game, man. Like she felt like she was godmother or something, man. Cocaine
man.
cowboy type shit. Like and you know nigga
She was
stupid. So she played a lot of people, bro.
yeah, she had her way, fam. Let's see here. I know I had a pitch. Okay. So let me see if okay, here we go. Here we go. And just to be honest with you, bro, she don't look like much to me, but this is Tammy Cowens right here.
But she probably like I'm saying that they don't look all right, but probably back in the day, like in her prime,
Right.
niggas ain't used to that. So and she got that work. Having
Yeah.
that work make you dig look better. Like
For
it's
sure.
like cocaine cow when the black dude start messing with Griselda. Like, yeah, you know, he ain't look it up, but you got that work, that's attractive.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. That's a gangster chick, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, she took them all down through there. And look what she ended up on the red carpet. She got
Shit.
everything that she wanted. Mm-hmm.
And getting it legally. Still getting it
Right.
legally. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's facts. That's facts. Infatuated with the game. Right. Having it her way. Took down, went down through that with a DEA agent and everything, fam. I'm talking about they
60
paying
years
her
old DNA too.
60 years old, man. For real. Let's see if we can find
Having
this cat.
pasta.
Yeah, fam.
Man, I'm
Let's
putting it down. On was on the Ronalds, whatever. I don't know what they had. Like on putting and she kind of fucked it with on for real. Like
yeah.
having pasta on a Sunday. Yeah, you kind of fucked it with on for real.
Yeah, she messed with him. She messed with him, bro. That's crazy work though. That's crazy work. So yeah, she played both sides toward the middle and she won. She won. And you know, I don't believe 50 believe that Meech no rat, but that's the only straw that he can pull on when he's seen Meech with Ross. Because if he felt that way, he would have never jumped head first into this whole thing because this paperwork been out for 10 years, fam. This ain't nothing new. This is not nothing new, fam. They done ran
But
the
you
whole
know,
they done ran the whole series and the lifeline of the series. And this information been out there. Wack was talking about it. A number of people was talking about it. It was only until it became convenient for Fifth to say something about it that he actually said something about it. So you have to take it for what it is, man.
like you said, whack them, like them niggas ain't really credible. So when a big name like 50 come, is going put like, you know, that attention on it, and it's
Right.
going, it's going to hit different. But man, it's like when you're in the streets and you're a street person, like any old person that get out the feds and they had a lot, they ain't do all their time, they get out, you feel like they're a rat. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
and
But
and dirty stuff could have happened in the past to get them out, but it's still, you gonna look at them funny. You feel what I'm saying?
but that's something that Trump put into motion his first term in office, that First Step Act. A lot of people done used it. You know what I'm saying?
But see, you smart. You feel a smart person gonna be like, yeah, man, all right, they got out from this. But a lot of hood people ain't going to look up that. They ain't too smart. You feel what I'm saying? They going with their mind and that's it.
I
But
feel you, but a
by the
lot of
book, you feel what I'm saying? He did it, right. Like,
yeah, he did. And a lot of people, it's crazy how you talk about hood people, but you wouldn't be surprised. You know how these folk is about this paperwork, man. A lot of these cats walk around on the compound with their paperwork on them. You know what I'm saying? So they be when it come to that paperwork, oh yeah, they smarten up real quick. They smarten up real quick, man. It's just a crazy situation. I don't think Meech did nothing. He came out and did his little thing yesterday, or whatever day that was. And what was that? Here it is.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
And it's just me, but I believe him. I believe him. 50 played the same video and he was like, what about Cuff? You know what I'm saying? But him and Cuff ain't never been on good terms until now. Cuff was pissed off that 50 got this series that he doing on Stars. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. All of it you can take with a grain of salt. And in the grand scheme of things, let me say that in the grand scheme of things, it don't really matter. It don't really matter. Man, get out here, make your living, do what you gotta do, stay out the way, don't go back. End of story. You know what I'm saying? Cause in a little bit, 50 ain't even gonna be talking about this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 50 got this, 50 got probably most shows coming. You feel what I'm saying? I've been start watching BMF anyway. So
Me too. Me too.
ain't like I need it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I feel
But
like
I know Meech one is just due. So what you about to say?
I feel like when they run it back for this last season, if they run it, they're gonna try to tarnish the man name. I really do. I really do. Because he said that the next season gonna be more about the law enforcement side of it and how they brought him down and all that good stuff. So you never know what 50 gonna do. Make a recommendation to, what I'm saying, throw something in there to tarnish the man name. But it's crazy, man. Crazy as hell.
Yeah, 50
Salute to
petty.
50.
50
Yes,
play
sir.
different games when he beefing with you. Like, and he got the money, the power,
Yep.
and like the connections. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like he gonna try to keep you down. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I hope your closet clean though. Cause I promise when they come, they coming. Remember, nobody, and I repeat, nobody has left the game unscathed. You could be on top of the game forever. But when it's your time, it's your time. I don't care if it's Robert Sylvester Kelly, whether it's Sean Combs, Bill Cosby, O'Shea Jackson. When it's your time, it's your time. So do what you do, Phil. But the fall gonna be hard. Cause they're not gonna let you leave with the bag. They never do.
And who? Like, I'm thinking of two people ain't gonna let you. I'm thinking of the like the hood in your past, and I'm thinking about like the powers. You feel what I'm saying? When they want to take it, they get take it. Like, which one you talking about? The first or the second?
I ain't talking about the hood.
All right, that's all you have to say. That
Yes,
for
sir.
sure. That for sure. That
you know how they work. Boy, they play a cold game. They play a cold game.
like they did my nigga Kanye, man. They like you could be a billionaire one day, nigga, and be struggling.
Yes,
they
sir.
going through it the next day,
That's real.
saying one thing. Yeah,
That's real. They will never let you get away clean, fam. So we're gonna watch close. That's our job. We watch close and see what the hell go materialize from all this. But you know what I'm saying? As far as Big Meech go, Big Meech gonna pop out this weekend. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a hell of a concert and celebration or whatever they doing. And yeah, it's back to business as usual. I don't know what Meech gonna do. I'm pretty sure he got his hands into something. You know what I'm saying? But salute to that man. But yeah, fam, I just wanted to pop out with y'all for a little bit and chop it up. I hope everybody enjoyed the content tonight. You know what I'm saying? If you still rocking with us and you ain't hit that like button, take this opportunity to smash the like button, fam. Help your boy out. Push this live out into the algorithm and share the live, man. You know what I'm talking about? Share the live to somebody who you think might like what we doing over here at Hit Squad TV. Griff B, what it do, fam? Salute to you, big homie. Real talk. But man, Corral, I'm gonna drop you down, man. And I appreciate you rocking with us tonight, fam.
all day. Salute, man.
Salute, big homie. Shout out to Corral more, man. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building that were rocking with us. Black Prime, K-Dog, Kimberly Wilson, G Money, my dog. Salute to you, fam. Mac Name, Maze, my dog, Shat Town Finest, T Ski. And T Ski asked, did Meech recommend her to put cuff on the Mexican? I don't think so. I don't think so, T Ski. You know what I'm saying? We had Casey in the building. We had Shan in the building. DJ Sipsaw, appreciate the cash app. Baller Roger, I appreciate the cash app. Yo, long live dog. I appreciate the cash app. And I appreciate my dog Matt for the super chat. Anissa, Leo, you know what I'm saying? Killer Kai, my dog Chill, representing that Mississippi. Michelle, Cow, and Duke Main in the building. So lovely. You know what I'm saying? Tamika Jones came through. My dog King came through. Salute to everybody that rocked with us tonight, man. Hell of a show. And without y'all, it would not be possible. So shout out to everybody that came in, hit that like button, and showed love, fam. It's your boy, the Alabama hitter, man. And until the next time we decide to spin, I'm in the win. Salute to them hitters, man. We gone.
Yeah.